our economy is the best in the world. Like, there are obviously a lot of issues with the economy, but our economy has been the best in the world thanks to President Biden bringing us back to the devastation that was wrought by Donald Trump's previous administration. So you saw 4 years of steady growth. You saw 4 years of inflation raising because of what happened with Donald Trump and the pandemic and the issue with supply chains and you name it. And you saw President Biden deal with that in a steady way, execute what is known as a soft landing, which many people thought was impossible. And now that we're at that soft landing stage, Elon Musk and Donald Trump actually want to destroy people. They want a hard landing. They want to actually hit people over the head and make them suffer. And this is like, how many times do they have to say this out loud before people get it? Elon said it before the campaign. Trump said it last week. You have this guy saying it right now. There's no need for Americans to suffer for things to improve. And the fact that people apparently decided that they want this is one of the most disturbing things to me. But Ben, I think you nailed it. The rage algorithm, people looking beyond their own interest, because it upsets me because I have so much empathy and I care so much about these various groups of people. I care so much about the treatment of the Palestinian people. I care so much about the treatment of Muslims in America. I care so much about these other immigrant groups, the Venezuelans, the Cubans, and to see them be led astray by Donald Trump and to buy his bullshit when everybody should have known that Donald Trump is a master bullshitter and was going to sell these people out the second he could. It just defies any sort of logic to me. I read an interesting article. I'll just go over quickly, but it was an article about one of Peter Thiel's in-house thinkers. They called him a house philosopher. And this guy's name is Curtis Yarvin. And he's a software engineer. And he developed kind of this program, this plan that we now kind of see Elon Musk following. There's been articles about this guy in The Guardian and on this website, The Nerd Reich. And he envisioned, and this is a guy who J.D. Vance frequently retweets and quote tweets and views as an intellectual genius, this software engineer guy. And he said, quote, "If Americans want to change their government, they're going to have to get over their dictator phobia." And he suggested running the government with a president and then an unelected CEO type who gets to do whatever he wants in the government and destroy the government from within, make the American people feel pain as he rewires the government from the ashes. Does that sound familiar to what's going on right now? Well, this is somebody who, Peter Thiel, who's one of the PayPal mafia guys. He helped start PayPal with Elon Musk and very close, basically responsible for J.D. Vance. This is like the philosopher, and I use quotes for that these people look up to, and this is who they're taking their guidance from right now. So I just think it gives a little bit of perspective. He called his operation that he envisioned Rage, retire all government employees. And what the writer of this Nerd Reich notes is that Rage is basically the same thing as Doge under a different name. And that's exactly the plans right now that you see Elon Musk carrying out.
Yeah, exactly, Brett. You look around, you look at all these buyouts for government officials. I mean, it's exactly that plan. How terrifying is that? It's happening right in front of your eyes. Look, there's no other way to put this. The Republican Party is pro-oligarch. They hate you, American citizen, MAGA base. They hate you. They want to make you suffer. You heard it. You heard it right there from the horse's mouth. That's one of your elected officials saying that you need to feel pain in order to then later feel better. But that's not even truly what he's saying. You need to feel pain so the oligarchs, so they can feel good. That's what this Republican Party wants to do. It is unfriggin' believable, but we're not going to let it happen. Not this community, not this pro-democracy movement. No chance.
Well, that's one of the reasons too, when they're doing all this stuff and they're throwing out the invasions language and then they're having Musk's team go in and destroy the government, then they sneak in their culture war issue front and center, Donald Trump signing an executive order banning the 9 transgender NCAA athletes from playing in sports. And then, and then they basically push out kind of those talking points to, literally impact. I think it's under 10, according to Charlie Baker, who runs the NCAA, the president of the NCAA.